So welcome back everybody, this is Paul again from beststufftobuy.com and from renaissancetools.com, and today I'm going to talk about something that's really important these days, and that's to protect our gear and our clothing and so on from water. Now there's a lot of reasons for that. There's all kinds of emergencies that involve water, and there's a lot of just plain recreation and fun kind of things that involve like going to the beach or hiking and skiing and so on. So we have a lot of options these days because there's a lot of really great technology out there. I'm going to start with a few different real basic things. On a real simple level, you have something like this, which is basically a big Ziploc bag, only it's made extremely well. And what you do is you fold it up like this, and you fold it several times, and then you seal it. Now, you can see it, for example, be a map, or I know my iPad fits in there, and I've tested this. This is actually quite good. You can actually sit in the shower stall and have this off the side, and you can feel very confident that your whatever's in there is not going to get wet. The same way with this. Sometimes I put my iPhone or my Kindle in this one. So that's another example. Now we have a couple other different types here. Now this I tried here. They all work, by the way. I recommend these. This is called by Dry Pack. Now this one, you just got to be a little bit careful opening and closing it, because this is just vinyl and it could theoretically break. And in terms of a waterproof seal, I really trust this one better. But these have a little gadget that is easy to close and shut, and you can hang it somewhere like in a shower stall. And it's a little bit padded, so if the device isn't too heavy, then you can it'll float. Now there's a larger version of this, and this is kind of neat too, because this again you can strap to a backpack or a kayak or a boat or something, and you know, it's the same kind of thing here. It has these latches, and again, you know, you just want to be a little bit careful as you put things in here so you don't rip this over here. But once it's in there, it's nice and watertight. I've taken this in a shower. This one, by the way, you can actually put this in a tub. I mean, if you dropped it in the water, and you know, if you had your Kindle in this thing, and you drop it in the water, it would survive. Just grab it right away. But it might even just stay there. And if you put a little extra air in there, it'll probably float as well. So those are that type of device. Now here's a little bit stronger one. Now this is a good one for going to the beach, because you can put like your binoculars, your camera, and a few things like that in here, and you can see what it is. It seals nice and tight. Now again, you know, you probably wouldn't want to take this submerged underwater, but you know, if you close this thing really tight here, you know, and it dropped in the water, you wouldn't get any sand in there or anything like that. So again, I recommend it. This is by Seal Line. Now, Seal Line makes a lot of other products along with Dry Pack, and here's one other. Talk about going to the beach here, or going on a kayak or a boat or whatever. This thing is really, really good. You can fill this thing up. They come in many different sizes. They last a long time. Now, the way these things work, you kind of roll this in to make it a greater and greater seal. Now technically speaking, you wouldn't want to submerge this in water, but it's a good enough seal that, and it has air in it, that if it fell off your boat or something, it would probably float as long as there wasn't anything too heavy in there. And it's very, very durable, and it also serves to attract attention. It's very colorful. Now, a much larger one here, this one I got on eBay, brand new. It was made for the military, and it's made by Seal Line. And it has a valve here, so once you get a lot of stuff in there, you can press it and get the air out of there if you want to compact it or leave some air in there. Again, it seals with that triple roll down seal, and you snap it together like this, and it's very durable and easy to carry. Now, again, there's many different types of gadgets, and it all depends on your use. I highly recommend the Seal Line products and the Dry Pack products, and some other generic ones. You can get them on eBay and places like that, and shop online. Now, a couple other things in finishing up here. I have this OtterBox case for my iPad, and I have one for my phone. And they're not really watertight, but I'll tell you what, they're very, very strong, and the touchscreen works. With the OtterBox one, you have like a built-in screen cover, and I put a different separate screen cover on my iPad to protect the original finish. And in finishing up here, watches, just basically here when you go to the beach or when you want to deal with water and skiing and boating. The one on the left is a pilot watch made by Turgan, and they're waterproof quite well up to 30 meters or so. You wouldn't want to soak it in water for day after day, but certainly they'll endure a lot of rain and splashing about. And another one here by Casio. This is a more modern digital one. This has a barometer in it and an altimeter and a temperature thermometer. So again, these are interesting gadgets, but the modern one made by G-Shock and all those different kinds of brands like Timex and Casio, you just got to be careful. You don't want to soak them in water. I wouldn't try swimming with them. I tried that a couple times, and once you replace the battery the first time, the seal is broken, and it's really kind of hard to seal it as good with these little screws. So thanks again for watching another set from beststufftobuy.com, and don't forget we have a new site called renaissancetools.com, and there's survival gear there, and Aladdin Renaissance Technology is a distributor. So thanks again.